Saturday's going to be a big moment for this Georgia team, this 2023 Georgia team. You got your first scrimmage on Saturday in Athens. We're going to see some of the spots that really need to be decided sooner than later. I think you've still got a lot of time if you're Georgia, but it's an important, moment. You only have so many scrimmages you can build to, so many before the season really starts. I mean, you've got camp right now. Georgia will start classes within days, so they can't just linger forever. And these scrimmages are very important. They don't always tell the full story of what's happening or what's looming. You can go back and read our reports from the past about scrimmages, and they give indications of seasons. They don't tell the full story. For instance, of course, in 21, we didn't know that Stetson Bennett would be the quarterback at the end of the day, and there were times in 22. I think the two scrimmages, I'm just going off memory here. One scrimmage, Stetson was really good, and then one, it was like So much of the focus is always on the quarterbacks, but it's the most important position, but that's only one of 22 starters. So, but in this case right now, the question is going to be, well, who's going to start at quarterback? We think we know where we're going here with this whole thing, but we'll just see. I mean, my suspicion is that if Carson Beck has a good day, he could put the starting competition behind him. But we'll see. I think it would really, I think Georgia, if they had their way, they would really like to have a really great day from all three quarterbacks. Needless to say, but Brock Vandagriff, to me, just is a little bit has the capability of doing things better than the other two quarterbacks do in terms of running. I mean, there's no doubt Gunnar Stockton can move well, but Vandagriff, if he gets in the open, he's just probably gone. Seen him enough to see it, to know it, I should say. So it's an important moment. Scrimmages matter. There's some implied pressure. I don't know if the band will be there, but I don't think the band will be there. So we'll just see. But when the band is playing is when you got to perform. And if you're not performing during a scrimmage, or if a scrimmage is too much, I mean, football at Georgia might not be the place for you. Make sure you're taking advantage of our 2023 offer, which is sign up down below. You're going to get our 2023 preview edition for free. We're going to run out of these soon. Now, a lot of people have taken advantage of this offer. I don't want you to miss out on it, but you're about to. You're going to get the 2023 preview. You sign up below, you get the 2023 preview mailed to you free. You get 20% off any item in Red Zone store. Any item. Okay? They are also going to send you a t-shirt that you're going to be able to wear. I got one more thing. If you've bought Double Dawgs, I will give you 30 days free. Just sign up below, and you'll get all of those things. Y'all, those of you who've ordered the books, I mean, it's pretty evident, y'all are taking advantage of it. But at the same time, if you've not yet, you really should, because like Sunday, the nuance and the detail that we'll have in our scrimmage report, we can't really pull it off on here. There's a lot more detail there, and the fact of the matter is that when that report comes out, once we do videos, we can't really change the videos. You know what I mean? They're out. With the website, you can read the story and then, hey, I heard this. Do you know if this is true or not? Well, we answer those questions immediately. That's what the message board is for. That's, our community is outstanding. It's a knowledgeable adult community. There's no, stupidity involved. So it's a great time to take advantage of this offer, which will not be around forever because we're going to run out of magazines. But who is the fifth starting offensive lineman? At outside linebacker, where are they really? What's happening there? Which running backs are healthy enough to run? So this scrimmage will be a lot about passing, I'm sure. I mean, they're probably each quarterback. Well, it would not surprise me if you're talking about 100, 125 passes in a scrimmage, just because I don't think they want to get guys hurt. But we'll see. And then in the secondary, what are the guys back there? What are the 4, 5, 6 guys that you really are comfortable playing back there? And then, I think this is important too. Who are you going to start at tight end? That's really been a position that's been a problem for Georgia lately. So I don't know where they go at tight end, but that's a spot that they've got to really figure out. And that's what the scrimmage is for stuff like that. So I think the scrimmage is, you want to see not a lot of yards rushing. I'm just saying I think if you are seeing a lot of yards rushing in a scrimmage, and this is on all seriousness, I think if you're seeing a lot of yards rushing in a scrimmage, that is probably a bad thing for your team, because, you're not going to be running it a ton, and your defense should stop the run in a scrimmage, because it's going to stop the run in games if it's stopping it in scrimmage. If you're having real issues with stopping the run in a scrimmage, I think you could have a real problem that season. Frankly, I think it doesn't show a lot of toughness. So we'll just see. And then, but the opposite of that is, well, doesn't the offense get the ability to run the ball? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, but no, I think there are certain metrics, like you don't want your quarterback going out there lighting the defense up. You want a stalemate for the most part, but you want it to be that you're stopping the run. This sport it can be complicated for sure. But if you don't do the one thing I just said, you're not winning. It's not happening. And with this defense, I'll try to plug in my phone. I know the phone is plugged in. You have to give me a second here so I can get this right. Yeah, here we go. Whoa, look at that. Right there, that group. This group, right? Well, this is why I don't use the phone, because it's got to be connected. But like if you see on this left-hand side over here, that's 4 senior defensive linemen that they've got in this program. 4, y'all. That's a lot. That's a lot of guys on the board. You should be stopping the run with that. Nevertheless, the fact that you have arguably 2 All-American candidates with your inside linebackers, or middle linebackers, whatever we're calling them these days. I think it's called inside linebackers. But yeah, I'm sure when we talked to Kirby on Saturday, I don't know if that really always gives an indication, but and he, generally speaking, tells the truth about what happens in these scrimmages. Generally speaking, I think there's times when he doesn't tell the truth, but it's not necessarily detrimental to what happened in the scrimmages. So this is a group. I'm just looking at this pass here I have from G-Day, and it's got this national championship logo on it. This group has a chance to win a 3rd national championship in a row. Like, not some, hey, could this happen? They have a real chance to do it. And these moments on Saturday are really important, because everything matters in a season. And practices matter a lot. I'm not going to stop talking about that. Everything you do in practice gets you ready for everything that's coming. And, if it's difficult in practice, then you're going to have the ability to handle difficulty in games. So Saturday will be the first real look at where are we at here, just as a program. Where are we at with this group? Is Carson handling this situation effectively? Is he freaking out? I'm just going to tell you, I'd be very surprised if he's freaking out. That just is not him. So, but are they executing on offense? Are they hitting long balls? Are they running? I think that's not a great thing, particularly with their current running back situation. Like, you shouldn't see the offense ripping off, 150 yards. Not with Kendall's probably not going to go. You've got, Edwards. I think there's a lot of not ideal situations. You got Kendall out Robinson's coming back from injury. Kendall is likely out. Robinson's coming back from an injury. Paul is coming back from an injury. You don't have a lot of really good options in terms of running backs versus what you'll have, say, in October. And then number two, you're just not going to run it a lot. Now, I've talked a lot about running the football, but I just don't think you want to see that if you can help it. That shows there's something wrong with the defense. And you want really good scrimmages because it says that you're going to have a really good team. And this Georgia team has full capability to win the national championship again. But these days are important, and those guys, I know some of the guys watch this stuff, and that's fine. What I say doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but what they do does, and they should know that this is an important moment in your 2023 season. Not that today's practice isn't important on Friday, but the scrimmages do matter, and it's time to see what everybody's got. And we'll see you on the website.